we're back with another episode of 2P Potting.
Podcast with bookish banter, with a side of judgment here or there.
Judgment.
No, it's not a side.
Today? Just like a serving size. Today we are going to talk about Twisted by Emily McIntire, book 4 of the Never After series, and my personal favorite so far.
And on the cover, it decided to disappear on me.
Rude.
Okay, it disappeared. Okay, there we go. Twisted.
So this one is based off of Aladdin. And I think that's probably why I like it so much, because Aladdin is my favorite
Yes.
Disney princess movie by far. Which is funny, because it's not even because of like Aladdin or Jasmine or Jafar. It's definitely Genie, but you know.
Well, Genie is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
And I didn't, just now, this just made me think about it. I don't think there was a character.
I don't think so either.
Genie.
Now that, because I was trying to figure that out the entire time I was reading it, and I couldn't think of a character who was supposed to be Genie.
Yeah, which is sad. But this book is a dark romance or fractured fairy tale, like all the other books in this series. I think this one technically was labeled as a slow burn.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of fitting, kind of. I'd say this is more an enemies to lovers.
Well, and it's also fake dating.
Yes.
Fake dating trope. Enemies to lovers, age gap, because she's in like her 20s and he's in his 30s.
Yeah, isn't it like a 17-year age gap or something like that?
It's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And what else? I think that's it for like tropes.
The book is 366 pages long, and it came out in 2023, which I didn't know is a few years old. I thought it was like pretty recent.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was newer than that.
But yeah, it's 2 years old. About
aged one.
Yes. About Aladdin. Before I even read this one, I knew you were gonna love it. When I saw that it was about Aladdin, I was like, this is gonna be Sam's favorite one.
Yeah. It was good though. But it's funny because a lot of people, like, I feel like a lot of people our age who grew up watching Aladdin, that was like their like, oh, I like men, and they like Jafar for some reason. I don't know why everyone likes Jafar.
There's something about Jafar. I'm not saying I like him, but I see what it is. He's just, this is gonna be weird. Mine was more Scar, but
it was never like.
But like, it's that dark aspect of him, you know. It's that he's a dark bad guy, like money won't approve type of thing.
Yeah. It's like, but he was never my like. Oh yeah. Nope.
No, he didn't do it for me. I thought Jafar was ugly.
He was scary, and he turns into a fucking snake.
Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't ugly. It was more scary. I thought his face was like, bleh. So he just scared me.
He was scary, and he turned into a snake, and I didn't like that.
Oh yeah.
Don't like that at all.
Yeah, no, I don't fuck with snakes.
Don't fuck with snakes.
No, I hate snakes.
Gosh. But, so the basis of this book is surrounded around Julian, who is Jafar, and Yasmin, and I'm going to let y'all take a wild guess on who that's supposed to be.
She didn't shoot really too far with that name.
But I feel like that's like the only opportunity you can use a name like Yasmin.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
And her father, Ali, who is the Sultan, owns a diamond empire, basically. So he sells diamond legally and illegally.
Is this the only one, so thus far, that's not about drugs?
No, cause wasn't... Oh no, that one also had drugs. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is just black market dealings.
Yeah, black market,
like,
so.
Selling shit on the black market.
Still not kosher, but...
It's not as bad. It's bad, but it's not like... I mean, it's still pretty bad because he kills people, but, you know.
I mean... Yeah.
And, Yasmin's love interest at the beginning of the book is Aiden, aka Aladdin. And then, Julian has, like, his henchman Ian, who's supposed to be Iago.
I loved that.
I did too. I was like, ooh, I see what you did there. I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, same. Everybody, like, every character, I was like, oh, I know who you are, I know who you are, I know who you are.
Yeah. And I think it was so helpful. Like, I love how these are based off of characters that we know, because especially with like Ian, I had like a specific like mannerism of person in my brain because I'm like, oh, you're annoying. You're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Like Maggie, like that's how I pictured you interacting with him in my brain, and like Julian being like, dude, chill the fuck out.
Yes.
Like you're here, and I need you here.
Like you are too much for me right now.
Yes. Yes. So this book, I feel really jumps right in.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think it's like the first or second chapter.
Yeah, it
Jasmine
is. Yeah.
and Aiden like are meeting up. They meet up secretly in an unused servants' quarters to do the deed because you know they've been in love with each other since they were kids. Because his mom has worked in the house since Yasmin was a little girl, and so they grew up together. So they grew up like best friends to lovers.
Yeah.
And
they were
even though like they're best friends and she loves him, Aiden is not good in the sack apparently. Because like we're one chapter in and he's like going down on her and she's like, oh, yeah, this is great.
Thinking
and he's
about
like, oh yeah,
other
you like it? And she's
things.
like, yeah, I like it. It's so amazing.
Like this feels so good.
Also, why would you want to settle with somebody who can't get you off? But whatever.
But I mean, that's also her first love and first everything. So how could she compare it?
That's fair. And by chance, Julian is going to leave for the day, and he never leaves out of the servants' quarters, but he does today, and he hears
some noises,
people getting it on, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna investigate." And he like they don't close the door all the way. Also, like
yeah, the door is cracked open, which
you're literally not supposed to be seen like around each other, but you're gonna have sex with the door open. Like, tell me you want to get caught without telling me you want to get caught.
That was for sure Aiden that left the door open.
Oh, it was because he showed up and he like didn't close the door all the way. He's like, oh, it's fine. And so like Julian peeks in and he's like, oh shit, I know who that is. And he's like, oh no, I shouldn't be watching. And then they make eye contact. And that's when like Yasmin starts getting hot and bothered. Like total exhibitionism kink. Like she likes being watched and she just found out she likes being watched by him right now in this moment.
Yeah.
And so then Aiden thinks he's doing like a great job. He's like, oh yeah, she's into it. He's like, yeah, she never made these noises before. I'm getting better. No, buddy, you're not.
Like, actually, you're living in Delulu land. I hate to break it to you, sir.
Ooh.
Who's gonna tell him?
Yeah, and so that's how the book starts.
Right off the bat.
Which is, like, wild to me. I was like, oh, we're getting into it.
However, that was not the case, because you don't see any sexy time again for a while.
That's true.
After that, yeah.
It was that, and then it was like, okay, now we're getting into the story.
Yeah, getting into the story, and then, like, there are times when there's hot and botheredness going on, but nothing happens.
Yeah. They're just getting ramped up, and then it's done. Like, nothing hasn't progressed. But, so, Aiden and Yasmin, like, finish doing the dirty, and then he's like, you know, you really need to tell your dad about us, like, I think he would understand, like, it's okay, and she's like, no, like, my dad's health isn't great, like, he's not gonna be okay with this, like, I'm telling you this right now, he's not gonna be okay with this, and he's like, well, why, and, like, Aiden is getting, like,
heated about it.
Hurt. Well, yeah, heated and he's hurt, because he's like, why are you trying to hide me, like, I'm supposedly your best friend, and you're, like, true love, your soulmate, whatever, why won't you tell your dad so we can at least, like, have a chance, like, let me prove myself to your dad that I'm good enough to be with you.
Yeah.
And she's just like, nope. Because Yasmin's dad is the type of man who believes, like, women should not be involved in the business. She needs to be taken care of. Like, he has to make sure that there's somebody, a good man, to be able to take care of his daughter.
Yeah. So the business would it would go to Yasmin, but she wouldn't have anything to do with it, really. It would be her husband that's, like, operating the whole thing.
Running it.
Well, yeah. Just her name's on it, basically.
And Julian is Ollie's right hand in the business, and he wants to, like, own it. He wants to inherit the business from Ollie, because he started working, like, right at 18 for the Sultans, like, in the mailroom, and, like, has worked his way up to be his right hand. Like, he takes care of all the dirty work. Again, when I'm saying all the dirty work, him and his snake. This was like total serial killer vibe. He like had this dude in his basement, and it's like a plastic cocoon. So then like blood wouldn't get everywhere. And he just like lets his snake in there, and he like puts like a mouse or two on their body, and his snake eats them.
Which that had to be a huge fucking snake.
Yeah. Like a freaking python.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking of like a boa constrictor.
I'm thinking of like the snake. What's the snake's name from Harry Potter?
Oh my god! What is?
Starts with an N. Nagiri.
Nagiri. No.
Nagiri.
Yeah.
No, that's a sushi.
Nagini.
Yeah. That's who I pictured. I was like, sick.
Well, yeah, I pictured a boa constrictor because for some reason, I don't know why, I've been terrified of being eaten by a boa constrictor my entire life, because in like the 6th or 7th grade, my teachers would talk about how boa constrictors would like eat humans, and I was like, oh my god, I'm afraid of this snake, even though I know I'm never going to come across one where I live.
Yeah, but you gotta be aware of it. Yeah. You never know. What if one escapes from the zoo and goes all the way to my house, comes for me?
I mean, if that snake made it all the way from the closest zoo to me, it's a long ways.
Smell your fear. But, yeah, so that's where, like, the book kind of starts. Yeah. And you kind of know about these little things, like Ali being sick, and just those little... Julian wants to own the business, but he can't yet because Ollie's still alive, and he's still trying to prove himself. And so there, you get all of these, like, minor conflicts right at the beginning of the story, which is nice, because then it's easier for a story to progress.
Yeah.
When you have all these little things. And so as the book progresses, Ali becomes more ill. Like, his health rapidly declines, and he gets basically a live-in nurse. Like, he's basically on hospice, is what...
Yeah, that's exactly how they made it out to be.
Yeah, they didn't say it was cancer, but I'm pretty sure it's cancer. Because they described it as a terminal illness.
Yeah.
And he was weak, and he needed a live-in nurse. And the sudden progression of his illness kind of sparks him to be like, okay, well, I need to make sure my daughter is taken care of. And so he starts looking for some arranged marriages for Yasmin. Because he needs someone to take over the business and somebody to take care of his daughter. Mm-hmm. And so when it first is said that, like, Ollie's like, oh yeah, I need to find someone to take over the business for me, Julian gets really hopeful, because not only has he worked so hard for like over 18 years in this business, working for Ollie, but he's basically like a dad to him.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, it's like a no-brainer. I'm the COO. I'm gonna get this company.
Yeah, naturally,
well,
you would think.
Then it comes out that whoever marries Yasmin gets the business. And so that really kickstarts Julian's desire for revenge. Mm-hmm. And, like, really, like, drives the story forward.
Yeah. Because Julian felt like
even though
it was a slap in the face to him.
Well, absolutely. And even though, like, yeah, Yasmin doesn't want to marry some stranger, like, she's not going to tell her dad no, because she wants to make him, like, keep him happy and calm as possible while he's struggling with this illness.
Yeah, she basically
she's not going to be combative towards him.
Yeah, and wants to grant, like, that dying wish, essentially.
And so this also really kind of drove a wedge even farther between Yasmin and Aiden, because now that her dad wants to, like, arrange a marriage for her, she's like, it can never be you. Like, I'm not going to make my dad unhappy. And Aiden gets really, like, put off by this, because he's like, what the fuck? Like, you're supposed to love me and you're just going to put your dad first? And she's like, well, yeah, I can't disappoint him. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, that, and it's like she already couldn't even do what she wanted, like, when she went to college, for example. She wasn't even allowed to do what she wanted to do.
Yeah, she went off to college and she wanted to do, like, photography, and her dad made her do, like, business, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think it was something business related. And, like, she loves doing photography. She, like, has a knack for it. She has a camera, everything, but he was like, no, you have to do business.
Something practical. Even though he doesn't let her do anything as a part of the business. Like, that was the crazy thing. Like, he's like, no, go learn business, but you cannot partake in business at all.
Which, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because she was gonna be like the CEO of it, so he wanted her to know how to do business. But like, if she's not even doing it, then what's the point of her having to like major in that if she doesn't see
exactly.
anything?
Like, why can't she just be a pretty side piece and she can do what she wants?
Right? If you're not gonna involve her in the business, then let her do what she wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. And so as his health is declining, he's like, suitors are coming to meet him and to meet her, and one dinner gets arranged, and she's gonna meet her dad there, but then her dad isn't feeling well, and that's kind of where Julian's like, okay, like, he started to formulate this plan, like, well, what if I marry her, and if I marry her, then I get the business, and I'll just kill her off, or I'll just let her run off with her little boy toy, and she can just go fuck right off, and I'll have the business.
Basically.
It's a win-win. And so he offers to take her to like chaperone her at this dinner with this potential suitor.
Yes.
And this guy, I don't remember this guy's name, but oh man, he's a real jack off.
He really was.
So they get there, and at first Jasmine's like taking a, or Yasmin, not Jasmine. Yasmin is like taken aback that Julian is there and not her dad. And she's like, well, that's really fucked up. Like, I would have loved to be in the know of what's going on. Because I was excited to also go out to dinner with my dad. And the moment the guy's already seated, and the moment they get there, it's just off. Like, you can tell, like, he is just looking at her like she's a piece of meat.
Yeah.
And like very like misogynistic man. And like they're kind of talking more like he's talking at her and down to her. And so she's like, and so she leaves her phone like it was like on her seat. And so she leaves it there and she goes to the bathroom, and then Julian is like, you're not gonna fucking talk to her that way. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you think you're gonna do anything here? And he's like, well, you don't have a say, blah blah blah. He's like, I have more pull than you think I do, buddy. Like, you're not getting a dime of this Fortune franchise, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can kiss that fucking goodbye. And the moment Yasmin comes out, like, Julian had grabbed her bag, he's like, let's go.
He's like, we're leaving.
Like, so he takes her out, gets her in her car, and goes back in to be like an extra, like, fuck you, dude, and notices that she left her phone behind. And so he's like, oh, I'm just gonna keep this for later.
Yeah. You know, that part actually really pissed me off, because I was like, oh, you're showing, like, kind of a softer side. You're being protective of her and being like, okay, I don't like this guy. She's not going to do it. And then, like, you know, naturally you'd be like, I'm going to be a good guy and give her back her phone. Nope. He's like, I'm going to just put that in my pocket.
Like, oh, yeah. No. She won't know if it's missing.
Like, bullshit.
And then another thing, like, we're so connected to our phones. Like, if I lost my phone, I would have went straight back to that restaurant.
Yeah. As soon as I don't feel it in my pocket or, like, know I have it somewhere, I'm like, what did I do with my phone? Because, like, at this day and age, everything is on our phones. And so I was like...
Well, the only defense that I give her is, like, she was so frazzled by, like, this situation. Like, for one, how dare her dad, like, bail on her? And two, how dare her dad try to set her up with a man like...
Yeah. Granted, he may not have known that he was actually like that.
He didn't know.
But he didn't know. Yeah. Because if Yasmin's dad was there, oh my god, he would not have been talking to her that way in front of her daddy.
No. So they get back, and Yasmin is was already planning to meet up with Aiden, and Julian has her phone, so he knows this now. So he, like, walks in on them, like, as they're, like, talking and arguing and about how she should tell her dad, and he should be with her, and blah, 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 blah. And so then Julian's like, all right, I got a proposal for you. Aiden, you come work for me, and you go to Egypt with my boy Ian to find this magic lamp. That's this, like, relic that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars on the black market. He's like, if we can find this, you can give it to Ali, and he'll let you in. Yep. He'll let you marry Yasmin, which, no, that's not how it would work. But, of course, like, Aiden, like, immediately is like, oh, yeah. And it was kind of, like, a red flag for me how, like, this really kind of gave me big insight on Aiden's, like, actual character and his true intention. Because it was just, like, how eager he was to be like, okay, yeah, I'll go work for you, I'll go do this. Like, I was like, oh, like, at that moment, I was like, oh, do you actually like her, or are you using her?
Right? Yeah, he was so gung-ho about it, and like
she was like, no, like, we'll find another way, like, let's not work with him. This sounds like a bad idea. And he was like, no, the men are talking, basically. And I was like, I don't like you.
Yeah, that part, yeah, it gave me the ick too, because I was like, you were way too excited to do that.
Well, and it was just like, you went from like far this side, like, marry me, I love you, to bye, bitch. Like, I'm gonna go do this and I'll be able to get your dad's business anyway. Like, oh, we'll be able to get married. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, okay.
How fast do you think you're gonna be able to find this ancient relic that nobody has been able to find, that millions of dig crews have been trying to find for years, and you're just gonna like stumble upon it in like a month?
Being
like,
the little,
when you've never,
not trying to sound mean, but being the little servant boy he is that hasn't really left their like castle or
who's never lived like a real life.
Yeah. Like how are you gonna? No.
You're not an archaeologist. Like, you don't even know what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he agrees like immediately, and she's like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, we should try to figure out a different plan. And they're like, no, the men are talking. We have this. And she's like, I'm getting real fucking sick of this. Like, fucking misogynistic bullshit. Like, fuck you both.
Oh god, seriously though. I mean, it was uncalled for to be like, the men are talking.
Yeah. And so after Julian leaves that conversation, Aiden and Yasmin agree to meet one more time before he goes to Egypt with Ian to, like, say goodbye. Sneaky little motherfucker. Julian still has Yasmin's phone, and so she just sends off a little text. Well, he sends off a little text to Aiden being like, actually, I don't want to meet up with you, so sorry, I'll see you when you get back from Egypt, which is like, oh, that is rough. Like, I'm not gonna see you for God knows how long.
Yeah. To just up and leave, like, no. Like, again, that follows what you just said. Like, do you love her, or...
That's so smart on Julian's part to put that in Aiden's mind that she doesn't actually care about him. And to put in her mind that he, like, bailed on her.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That drives that wedge. Because when he presented the idea to them, he didn't tell Aiden about the marrying Yasmin part.
Yeah.
And so, like, he was in the dark about Yasmin and Julian being together. Because I don't know that he would have agreed to that.
Yeah, I don't think he would have either. But then again, maybe he would have.
Yeah, and so that was, like, a part of his plan to, like, get them apart to be able to infiltrate Yasmin, basically.
Yeah.
So Yasmin goes to meet in their secret servants' quarters that they've been caught in before.
Yes.
And she stays there all night. Like, she falls asleep on the bed waiting for him.
Which
and he never shows up.
Sad. Like, yeah. I was like, you got stood up, honey. I'm sorry.
And she doesn't even understand why.
Yeah, she has no idea why. She can't find her phone to get a hold of him. So she's like, what the fuck is going on?
And so she is just, like, in a not great place. And she goes to breakfast the next morning. And that's when, like, her dad asks how the dinner went. And because Julian is so close with the family, he's just used to, like, walking in and out, like, coming in and going as he pleases. So he walks in. And he's like, well, what do you mean it wasn't good? And then Julian's like, that dude was a total jack-off, dude. Like, no, he's going to treat her like crap. You don't want somebody like that running this business. He's like, oh, yeah, you're right. So then he leaves the kitchen, all he does. And so at that point, Yasmin tells Julian, like, yeah, I guess we can go through with your deal. Like, I just don't feel comfortable lying to my dad. Like, I don't want to tell him yet. And this sneaky motherfucker, he, like, touches her in, like a couple-y way.
Yeah.
And, like, gets, like, close to her right as Ali is walking back in the kitchen. He's like, the fuck are you doing to my daughter?
Why are you touching her like that?
Yeah, he accidentally on purpose shows affection to her. And is like, oh, my bad, like, we didn't mean for you to see this, but, you know, we've had feelings for each other for a while, and we've been trying to hide it because of your illness, and la 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 la, and, like, rightfully so, he is very skeptical, like,
yeah, like, Are you sure?
And so he immediately like looks towards like his daughter, like, is this true? And she's like, yeah, it's so true. And he's like, all right then.
I like though that they kept the line in from Aladdin when he goes, "But you're so old."
But you're so old.
Because he's like, "You're so old," and Julian's like, "Excuse me."
Yes, I did like that too. I was like, oh, that's a nice little callback.
It really was.
But great. It was wild though, because the moment like her dad believes it, he's like, all right, well, because you're gonna be my wife, you have to move into my house.
Yeah. I was like, excuse me.
And so like she basically like immediately moves in with him.
She didn't really have a choice.
No. Because he's like, oh yeah, I agree, you have to keep her safe.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking men. I can't.
Like, Father, no.
Oh god, no.
Oh god.
So
yeah, Julian's 36,
like,
and I think Jasmine was like, she's 23. Those are the ages. So, big age gap.
There's a pretty good gap. And so she's like, starts to pack her stuff to like move in, and she's like, I still can't find my phone, like, complete utter meltdown. And then, like, she feels like her life is in shambles. So she moves in with him, and she's just like, what is happening? And then, conveniently, she moves in, and Julian's like, oh, here's your phone back.
Yeah, after she ordered a new one.
Yes. He's like, oh, look, I found your phone. And she's like, thank you.
She's like, oh, you found it? Mm-hmm, sure. So
she's moved in, and so Aiden is gone in Egypt, has no idea that they are engaged at this point.
Yeah.
And so she tries to text him because she's like, why the fuck didn't you show up? And Julian is smart because he deleted the text message that he had sent to Aiden. And so she's like, why isn't he answering? So she's texting Aiden, like, trying to check in, like, how's it going? How's your flight? Are you safe? Isn't getting anything from him because he's mad at this point. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you fucking blew me off before I was leaving the country. Like, I don't want to be around you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him in that sense, you know?
So, but because of that, and because he's not answering, that really gave Julian that opportunity to, like, swoop in and be like, oh, I'm here for you. Don't worry.
Seriously.
And that's when they start, like, spending a lot more time together because her dad is getting sicker and sicker. And so they're both, like, emotionally compromised at this point because that's basically both of their dads at this point.
Well, yeah, because that's, like, the only dad that Julian ever knew. And even though he doesn't want to admit that he, like, has love for this guy, he does. And, like, he's taking it really rough, you know?
Very personally.
Yeah.
And so they're both just, like, kind of trauma bonding together over this. And so that's pushing them together, and they're fake dating, so they're forced to be around each other. So obviously the emotions start ramping up, and they start looking for comfort in one another. And not even in, like, the sexual way. Like, they're, like, almost kissing, yes, but they're, like, just seeking that comfort.
Yeah, it's like a trauma bond, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're becoming closer, like, a lot closer, and they feel like they've, like, kissed and, like, made out a few times.
I think so. Because that's as far as Yasmin will go, because Julian keeps asking her a question and she can't commit to it. I think it's like, are you mine? Yeah. And she won't say yes, so, like, he won't make it go any further.
Yeah, because they're both having feelings, but he's like, if you're not mine, like, I don't want to go all in with you if you're not all in with me.
Exactly.
Which,
it's fair.
I mean, is fair.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, she's still having, like, major feelings towards Aiden.
Yeah.
And all the while, as they're getting closer, like, him and Ian have been talking on the phone, and he's like, you know, we're not finding this lamp, like, we're trying, but we're having a hard time, like, our archaeologist, like, just seems like she's hiding something, blah, 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 blah. And, like, their contacts become fewer and farther between. Like, Ian isn't checking in with Julian as much as he's supposed to.
Yeah.
And...
which is sketch for Julian.
Like, yeah, he's like, what the fuck are you up to, you shady motherfucker?
Basically.
He was like, I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. Like, what the fuck are you up to?
He's like, I don't trust you.
Don't blame him. I wouldn't either. And he ends up calling him because he's like, what the fuck is going on? Because I think her name is Janine. I think she's supposed to be Jeannie.
Yeah, she's Jeannie.
So she calls Julian and is like, hey, so I think I know where the lamp is, but it's in this other dude's territory, and so we're gonna only have to have a couple people, or this is gonna get really sketchy really quick, and like people are gonna die. Like he's gonna kill people if he catches us on his like dig spot. And he's like, all right, like keep it on the DL. Only tell like Ian and like a couple other people. Like take a small team. Like don't take more people than you need. Thanks for having my back, type thing. And so like a few days goes by and he hasn't heard anything from Ian. He hasn't heard Ian's side of like interacting with that dude. And so then he calls Ian and he's like, so what the hell, dude? Like you're interacting with this guy and you haven't said anything? Why wouldn't you tell me? Like this is my business that we're dealing with at this point. Like this is my money that's on the line.
Yeah, like you're being real sus right
he's
now.
Like, yeah, and he's like, well, you just need to get rid of that bitch. And he's like, don't talk about her that way. And you're like, oh, you do have feelings.
He didn't.
You have feelings. You're like, well, you're just gonna kill her anyway. He's like, well, that's not a for sure part of the plan.
Yeah.
Let me worry about that. You worry about your side.
Which, you know, good. I loved that about Julian. How he stuck up for her all the time when people were talking shit to her or about her. He was like, hey, don't talk about...
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Don't talk about her like that. Like, even I don't talk about her like that.
So quit it.
Yeah. But, like, it was one of those things where when he would just say that she was just annoying to him. Because before their dynamic was very much like, oh, you're just a spoiled little girl that's here. And, like, she had a crush on him when she was younger, and he was just like, yeah. Like,
child.
You're annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of here, kid.
Yeah.
Scram.
Basically.
But, I don't know. The moment he decided to send Ian and Aiden together, I was like, I don't like that pairing.
Especially because, like, how radio silent Aiden had gone. Like,
and Ian.
But, like, how radio silent Aiden was with Yasmin when she was actually reaching out, actually trying to, like, talk to him and see how it was going. And it was just nothing. Like, you would have thought he was dead.
Crickets. Yeah, and that's what she was worried. She's like, did they just kill him?
Yeah. She wouldn't, and she wasn't going to put that past Julian and his guys. She's like, they probably just fucking killed him.
Yep. They pushed him out of the plane.
Yep.
In the ocean. So... And
it was at this point that Julian was starting to battle his feelings towards Yasmin.
Yes.
Because he said, like, he was backing out of killing her now at this point. And he had forged a will to where when she died, she signed everything over to Julian.
To him. And so... when the last phone call that he had with Ian, he's like, the fuck, why weren't you going to tell me you were talking to this dude? He's like, no, I was setting up a meeting. You have a meeting in a week. And Julian's like, okay, I'll be here on this day. And then he's like, after he gets on the phone, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going now. I want to see what this motherfucker is doing when he's not expecting me to be there.
Because it wasn't sitting right with Julian. He's like, they are not telling me something. Something weird's going on. I need to be there. And so he decided to go there. And then he invited Yasmin to go with him.
Yep. And they were both she was like, well, I don't know, like, my dad's not doing well. And he's like, I feel like we just both need to, like, get away from this situation for a minute.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hindsight, yes.
Probably a good idea. And Yasmin felt more inclined to do so because of his nurse that was there.
Yeah. She's like, he'll be okay. Like, just let him go. Let him be.
And she was constantly in contact with the nurse, too, so I think that made it easier.
Yeah. But then, on the other hand, she wanted to make sure Aiden was okay. Yeah. Even though she didn't really think about him as much.
Yeah, she at this point was pretty much over Aiden because wasn't she married to Julian now at this point?
Yep. Yeah. They did a courthouse wedding.
Yeah, they did a courthouse wedding, which she was mad about because she wanted her dad to walk her down the aisle.
Yeah.
And they were going to plan something like that soon. After everything. And so...
After the lamp was on.
She was married to Julian, and I don't think Aiden knew because he wasn't answering her.
Yeah. He had no idea that they were even together.
Yeah.
And so they take his private plane, and it has a bedroom. And they're like, oh, let's take it to the bedroom. And he asked her, again, are you mine? And she couldn't answer. And so he's like, all right, bye. I'll leave you in this bed by yourself.
Yep, he's like, okay, well, deuces, I'm going to go somewhere else now on this plane. Can't go far.
I'm gonna go sit up here and be away from you. And so then, like, he really feels like they're getting there.
Yeah.
And so they arrive in Egypt super early in the morning. Like, everybody's asleep, so they get to his house. And they go to the bedroom, and I'm pretty sure at that point they do.
Yeah, I think that's when it does happen, and she finally says yes.
Yes. And so he's like, okay, like, I'm gonna fully give myself into you. They have sex, and then he gets up in the morning because he's like, I'm gonna go find Janine and talk to her before I can talk to anybody else. And he, like, confronts her, and he could tell something is off. And she's like, no, like, I don't think this is a good idea. We should not make a deal. Like, don't make a deal type of thing. And so then Yasmin wakes up and goes to walk around and runs into Aiden.
Yeah.
And so, of course, at first they're, like, stunned to see each other. They're like, oh my god. And then, like, they hug each other and they're like, you're alive. Like, she's like, why aren't you texting me back? He's like, well, you bailed on me. And she's like, no, I didn't. I was there. I fell asleep in that room and you never showed up.
Yep.
And they're talking and Aiden's like, no, I feel really good about this. I think your dad, like, is gonna, like, accept me or whatever now. And he'll let me be with you. And it's in this conversation where she's like, oh, like, I don't really have feelings for you.
Mm-hmm. That's when she realized that she was, like,
is over him.
She's over him and in love with him.
Yeah. And so she's like, you know what? Like, no. Like, if you want to stay here and continue to find the lamp, like, you can, but I don't feel this anymore.
Yeah, like,
and I think that's when she, point. Yeah. And I think she told him that she's like, I'm with him, like, we're married. And he's like, no, you still love me. And he kisses her.
Forcefully, mind you.
Forcefully kisses her. And Julian sees it. And so, like, she pushes him away. She's like, no, like, this is over. Like, I don't feel anything for you. And goes running after Julian.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't love me. You've never loved me. You told me you were all in, and you're not. She's like, no, like, I am. Like, I'm with you.
She's like, I was going to him. I, like, went to go talk to him to tell him all this stuff. She's like, and then he just kissed me. She's like, I didn't kiss him back. He kissed me.
And I feel like he believed her pretty quick.
He did. This one, it wasn't like an ongoing fight and trust thing, and I think it's because she, like, I forget what she said. She worded something to where she was like, no, I am all in with this with you. Oh, I think she said she loved him, and that's when he believed her. And he was like, oh. Me?
Me?
Me? It's me?
Little old me?
Really?
And I think that's another reason why I like this book so much, because I hate that. I hate the third act breakup. Like, quit being stupid, like, just communicate. And I think that's what I like. Like, they actually talked about it. And I think that really showed, like, his age of being a little more mature.
Yeah. That's where you definitely see, like, the age gap come into play and, like, the age difference. I'm not saying that Yasmin was immature or anything, but she was, like, a little bit more naive because of how young she was. And it's like, that's not me taking a shot at everybody that's younger, but we all are young, or we all are naive when we're young. Yeah. It's just, you learn with age. You learn with life. I feel like she matured a lot throughout this book, though, because so much happened to her that she just had to.
Yeah, she was, like, forced.
Yeah.
So. And, somehow, Janine and Yasmin, like, interacted in private, and come to find out, Janine had found the lamp. And she gave it to Yasmin, and she was like, hide this in your bag. Don't let anybody know you have it. Just take this. You and Julian leave. Yeah. Like, leave now. Like, something bad is going to happen. You just need to leave. I'm not telling you anymore. So she, like, hides it in her bag. She's like, I don't even know what the fuck this fucking thing is.
Yeah. She's like, okay.
And so then Julian goes to go with Ian. And I'm pretty sure Aiden was there, too, to go have the meeting with that guy.
I think so.
And, oh, surprise, surprise. They turned on him.
Yep.
They were plotting to kill him. And I think Yasmin was with them. Because she's like, no, you're not leaving me behind.
I think so, yeah.
If we're going to do this, we're going to do it together. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, partnership.
Bad bitch alert right there.
Bitch alert. And
she gave them the old razzle-dazzle of Yasmin.
She did give her And I don't remember exactly what happened, but something happened, and it, like, I think it was they ended up shooting at each other.
Something like that, yeah.
It got escalated, and it wasn't even towards that one guy. It was Julian and Ian and Aiden.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Ian and Julian were like, boom, boom, like, pointed at each other, and then Aiden pointed the gun at Yasmin.
Yeah.
And he was like, the fuck, my woman?
Like,
No!
No. Nobody touches her.
That ain't happening.
Precious cargo.
And so they have a whole big old shootout, but they get away, and I think Ian and Aiden both die.
I think so, because Aiden ends up turning again on Ian and, like, helping save Yasmin. Because
that's right.
Somehow her friend Raya came up and tried to, like, help her too. And Julian had to stay behind because he told Yasmin, he was like, I can't save you both.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, that was later. That was after they had left. They were back home, and they found out that she had the lamp somehow.
That's right. Oh, I think it was because I think Julian had opened her bag, and he found it.
No, she told him.
Oh,
she told him.
Yeah.
When they were on the plane, she was like, they're not going to check my luggage for customs, right? He's like, unless I tell them to, they won't check the bag. Why? She's like, because there's something in there that I'm not supposed to have.
He was like, okay.
And so that's when she tells him that she has the lamp.
That's right.
And she's like, but she told me not to tell them because, like, not even Ian and Aiden knew.
Yeah. And at this point, Julian didn't even care about the lamp anymore.
Yeah. He's like, whatever, like, we can get rid of it. And so then Aiden found out. That's right. Aiden found out.
Right. Okay.
And so he told Ian. So she was at Julian's house by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, like, talking on the phone with Raya. And Ian showed up.
That's
and he's
right.
like, oh, I'm just here to see, like, here to get something. And she's like, okay, whatever. And he, like, jumps her, basically.
He jumps her, kidnaps her.
And kidnaps her to, like, this warehouse.
It's always a warehouse.
Well, they're evil.
I know, but, like, I don't know, be a little bit more creative than a freaking warehouse.
Well,
Take me to, like,
I guess bad guys have a surplus of warehouses.
Go to, like, Chuck E. Cheese. That's so much more frightening. Stuck back there with the animatronics. Come on.
It'll be like some Five Nights at Freddy's.
Exactly.
But, so he kidnaps Yasmin, and Aiden's there. And they're like, where's the lamb? And she's like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, motherfucker. And he's like, don't fucking lie to me, bitch, or I will murder you. And somehow, did he, like, have a tracker on her phone?
Something like that, yeah.
Or he goes into the house and, like, puts it together. No! Raya called him.
Oh, yeah, Raya called him.
And she's like, yo, dude, your bro Ian just kidnapped my friend. Go fucking find her and save her ass, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's like, on it.
Got it? You okay?
And so he, like, sneaks into the warehouse. Sneaks in. Not very sneaky. And he's like, let her the fuck go. Yeah, he's like, let her the fuck go. Like, you two fucking assholes. You were supposed to be my friend, and you fucking turned on me. And he's like, what do you mean you turned on me? We were all supposed to kill her this whole time. And she's like, well, to kill me the whole fucking time?
She's like,
what do you mean?
Like, hold up, what?
And so, at this point, like, she just feels completely and utterly betrayed. Because not only did Julian betray her, Aiden also betrayed her. And so that's when they're on the standoff.
Yes.
And as they're, like, on this standoff, Raya barges in.
Fucking Raya. Which Raya is supposed to be Raja.
I loved that.
So did I.
And so then, obviously, Ian's like, get her to Aiden. And so Aiden, like, ties her up. And they're, like, threatening to kill her. And at that point, Aiden realizes that Ian wants to kill Yasmin. And he's like, whoa. This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, he's like...
Like, you told me we were just gonna interrogate her to try to find the lamp. Like, you said nothing about hurting.
Yeah, which Aiden was not down for that, because even though they weren't together anymore, he still loved her, you know? That doesn't just go away magically, like, instantly. Like, yeah. Okay. He's like, no.
And so, somehow in this tussle, I feel like Julian gets, like, shot in the leg. And so then Aiden's like, no, I'm gonna get her out of here. And she's like, I can't leave without my best friend and my man.
Yeah. But
And
particularly,
so
she
Julian's
didn't
like,
want Raya to get hurt because she was like, Raya's here because of me. She doesn't need, like, no. And that's when Julian was like, I can't save you both.
Yeah, and so he was like, Aiden, get her out of here.
Yeah.
So Aiden gets her out of here, and as they're leaving, you just hear, bam, bam! And you don't know who it was.
And there's no mention of it for like a couple chapters. So you're just like kind of on the edge, like, who got shot? Who got shot?
Who's dead?
Yeah.
And so then Aiden takes Yasmin to like this house. I don't know whose house it was, because it wasn't back to their house.
I don't know whose house it was either. Maybe it was Raya's?
I think it was like Ian's or something.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it could have been. I think so.
And so he thinks she's asleep because she's just like so exhausted, so tired. And he calls his mom. And he's like, don't worry, like, our plan is going. I have the lamp. It's all going according to plan. Like, we'll be able to take this over now. And Yasmin hears the whole thing and she's like, the fuck? Like, you were supposed to be my best friend. So this whole time, you were working for your own personal gain, like, and never actually cared about me. And he's like, no duh. Like, you lived in a life of luxury your whole fucking life, you fucking princess.
Yeah.
I've been scrubbing your shoes, basically, my whole life. My mom and I deserve better, and now you're gonna get... I don't even need you anymore because I have this lamp. Like, I don't need your dad's company. Like, I should just kill you.
Yeah.
Which was funny how fast he turned.
I think it was his mom, because he had to call his mom and be like, hey, everything's still in motion. And then he had to, like, explain the whole plan and plot that they were working against her this whole time. And so he's like, well, now I have to kill you. I don't want to, but...
And so this was like her fight or flight moment, and she ends up killing him.
Yeah, without a second fucking thought, which is amazing.
Well,
I mean, it's deserved.
Yeah,
Not that
he tried
I'm
to kill her.
condoning killing in any way, shape, or form, but it's fictitious, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's just fake.
It's just make
It's just a story.
It's not even that bad. It's not real.
So now she is just a blubbering mess because she just killed her best friend, her ex-lover, and she thinks her current lover and her best friend are dead. So then it pans back over,
finally,
to Julian and Ian and Raya, and this motherfucker has got Ian tied up and his snake.
Yeah.
Slithering around. And somehow he saved Raya too, because I don't think Raya got hurt, right? Or she got shot, but it wasn't fatal.
I think so. Yeah.
And she is getting like patched up by the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, she got shot, but they were able to save her, which was the whole issue of like, I can't save you both, because they needed to get Raya to see somebody, or she probably would have died. She was bleeding a lot.
And so he had Ian in his plastic cocoon with his snake, and he's like, I'm not gonna let this go easy on you, like, because he already had shot him, so he was bleeding, so the snake could smell the blood.
Yeah.
And he's like, why the fuck would you betray me? Is there anything else, like, you are holding out on me for?
Seriously.
And thankfully, no. No more deals had been made. This was just Aiden and Ian going rogue on their own.
Literally. A flip
and
just
he's
fucking
like,
squished on them.
He's like, well, I'm gonna let my snake eat you now. No one's gonna find your body. Sucks for you.
Which is how, mind you, Julian got away with every murder, because nobody could ever find the body because of this snake.
Because this snake was eating everybody.
That's so smart of him.
Honestly, though.
Like,
and so then after he takes care of Ian and makes sure he is in his snake's belly, he has to go try to find Yasmin.
Yes.
And I think it was at Ian's house, because he was able to find her pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he goes and he saves her, and he's like, well, fuck, now I got another body to put away for my snake to eat in a week. Yeah. Hopefully no one comes looking for him.
Yeah, he was like, well, shit. He's like, I mean...
Right, okay.
Like, he definitely got, like, the hots when he saw it. He's like, wow, baby, you did that? But then he's like, well, fuck.
Like, good job, babe. Shit.
Like, I'm proud, but goddamn it.
Where are we gonna put this? I don't have a freezer big enough. She only likes fresh food.
God, yeah. Picky snake.
I mean, same. Fresh is better than frozen.
That's true.
And then they live happily ever after that.
Yeah.
And I feel like some point during all this, her dad does die.
He does. He dies, I think it was like right after they got back from Egypt. Right
after they got back and before she got kidnapped.
Yeah, before everything unfolds. and Julian took it hard, and obviously Yasmin took it hard because that was her father. But yeah.
But everything was right in the world. The company was left to Julian, and he got to marry the girl that he wanted, and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
And Raya pulled through and lived.
Yep. She didn't lose her best friend. She didn't lose her husband. She lost her former best friend, but it was no sweat off her back since he was lying the entire time.
Yeah, since he was a piece of shit.
Just using her. So the overall rating for this book was, well, okay, what did you rate this book?
5 out of 5.
I rated it a 4, and the average rating was a 3.887. So.
Gypped. It was gypped.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it deserved higher. It deserved better.
I think at least a 4.
I didn't write a super big review on this one. I don't know why. But I did note that I really liked the relationship development between Yasmin and Julian because it showed a lot of growth and changing for the both of them, which, like,
yeah,
you don't see a lot on both sides. Usually it's, like, one side that changes a lot, but both of them changing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I put it's a wonderful enemies to lovers story. Because this was a true enemies to lovers.
Yeah, it was a good enemies to lovers, and it was a good, like, I love a fake dating trope. And so, like, it was, like, I like the way that it was, like, developed.
Yes. I also, so, like, my two favorite tropes are enemies to lovers and a fake dating trope. Like, they're my two absolute favorites.
Enemies to lovers is my top.
They're top good, because it's like, y'all hate each other. When you start it, you're like, you guys are going to be together in the end.
You're going to love each other.
Like,
just
this
wait.
is going to be juicy, because, like, you know, initially, once the sexy time happens, it's going to be a hate fuck.
Yeah.
So...
And then they're like, oh, but I liked that, and I kind of like you, so maybe it won't be a hate fuck anymore.
Yeah.
I love it. It's my favorite.
But I really liked this one. I thought it was really good. I didn't like that they had to kill the dad.
Yeah.
But it needed some sort of conflict.
But I feel like if he didn't die in the story, then I don't know that Julian would have ever gotten as close to Yasmin.
That's true.
As he did. Like, if he wasn't sick and dying, then it wouldn't have been an option for him to get the company, and that's kind of what pushed them together to start having feelings for one another. Yeah. So that's what kind of, like, put the story in motion.
Yeah, that's true. And then my other, not like issue, well, maybe issue, I don't know. I don't like how we started so fast with the spiciness, and we had nothing for, like, a good 60% of the story.
50% of the book. Yeah.
And then we get a few chapters again, and then they're happily ever after, and it's like, come on. Like, you make me like this Julian guy. He's all tatted up, like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, although I'm kind of ruined with that now, so I only see my TikTok love. I don't want to call him out. Maybe later.
Maybe later. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have any issues.
Yeah, it was a good book. Like I said, they were minor issues. That was like more of a me thing.
Yeah.
But I really did like this book.
I definitely would reread this one.
I would reread it.
Like, I don't think I would have the desire to reread the other ones, but this one I would reread.
I think I would probably reread this one too. I would.
That's why I gave it the 5 stars. Like, the 5-star rating for me is only if I would reread it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like this one. This one was good.
This one was really good. I liked the character connections and, like, how they related to, like, the characters from Aladdin.
Yes.
Overall, 5 out of 5 for me. 5 out of 5. I loved it.
It was a 4 for me,
so good.
But I did really like it. Yeah. I think Hexed is the only one I gave a 5-star.
I can't wait to read that one, but I have to read Cross. It's fine. I'll make it through. I finally started A Great Big Beautiful Life.
She finally started it, you guys.
It only took me forever. How many episodes have I said, I'm gonna start it?
At least 4. I think at least. Or every other episode we've recorded. Since Funny Story.
I started it, okay? And hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. Tomorrow. We'll see.
It's not super long, right?
It's decently long. I think it's like 400 and something pages.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty fat. And it just kind of like, it's so far, which is sad. Because I love a good Emily Henry book.
No, that's why I was shocked by your, like, anti-enthusiasm when I asked you how it is so far. And the look that you gave me, I was like, what's wrong with it?
It just reminds me of a book I've already read. And I'm like, ooh, it's too closely related. But you never know. It could, I mean, there's a lot of book left. There's like 300 pages left. So.
Yeah. It could just be.
You never know.
It's probably like a coincidence and probably just one of those things.
Yeah. But we'll see. Well, after I read it, you'll have to read it and then we can talk about it.
Yes. Yes. I have to get that and I have to get, what is it called? Caught Up?
Oh, I just bought that today.
Yeah, I need to go buy that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard not good things about that one too.
I know, and that's that kind of
everybody, like so many accounts that I follow, and so many people are saying that it feels rushed.
I don't like that. This is one thing I will give Twisted, coming back to the rush thing. This one didn't feel as rushed.
Yes, the ending did not feel rushed on this one.
And I really enjoyed that aspect of it because like we got to develop the whole storyline and we got to the conflict and then we got to the resolution and it actually got resolved. It wasn't rushed.
I feel like she does that like with every other book.
I told you.
Felt rushed. Scarred did not.
Scarred didn't.
Wretched felt rushed. This one did not. Nobody likes Cross and everyone says Hex did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Hex is pretty good. Yeah. So I like that this one wasn't rushed either. That might be why those three are actually my favorite ones.
Because it felt like it's believably resolved in a timely manner.
Yeah. Like Scarred, I liked that it wasn't rushed. Twisted, I liked that it wasn't rushed. And Hexed wasn't super rushed. There was like a rushed moment, but it was fine. It was nothing to sweat over. It was like one of the resolutions to the main big problem. So there was a bunch of conflicts with the one big problem, and it was solving one of the pieces really fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you'll see when you get to it. Like it was one of those things.
One of those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our review on Twisted.
Yes.
By Emily McIntire.
That is another after series.
Number 4. I definitely recommend the series, though. I think overall the series is a really entertaining series to read.
It is.
Even if you don't read all the books. Like, even if you pick, like, oh, I just want to read the Peter Pan one, or I want to read the Aladdin one, I feel like any book you pick up, if you enjoy the story that it's loosely based around, you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
But, yeah, that is another episode in the books of 2 Peas Potting. Be sure to like and follow our Instagram and our TikTok, and like and subscribe to our YouTube.
I'm so glad you remembered to say subscribe for YouTube, because I would never remember to say that.
Because I know you don't follow on YouTube, you subscribe.
I know, I just...
click the subscribe button.
Yeah. And as always, our handle, 2_peas_potting. You know what? It makes sense.
It is what it is.
I'm never gonna say underscore. Mostly because I say it in my brain, but then my mouth says underdash, because it's a dash.
Underdash. 2_peas_potting.
I want to dress
on
up
TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can listen to our podcast on Spotify, or you can watch and listen on YouTube. Available on Fridays.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
It comes out ripe and early at 8 a.m., but you don't gotta listen to it that early. That's just what time it comes out.
But if you want to.
It'll
be there.
It's there. But yeah, this is Kylie and Sam, just potting through life, one book at a time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.